Welcome back to Module 3.3. In this lecture video, let's take a look at the multiplying decimals by the power of 10. So this is very similar to multiplying whole number by the power of 10. So with the whole numbers, we're just adding 0 behind, behind our digits. Basically, it's the same thing with the decimals, except when we multiply by 10, then we need to move the decimal to the right one place. Times by 100 means move to the right two places. Okay, so times 1,000 means move to the right three places. Okay, very important concept, especially when it comes to dealing with percentage in module 4. Okay, times by 100 means move to the right two places. Okay, 10 is 1 to the right, 1,000 is 3 places to the right. Okay, so we don't have to actually write this whole thing out vertically. So since I'm taking the 1.133 times by 10, all I have to do is move my decimal, okay, to the right one place. Okay, so if I move it to the right one place, then my product is going to be 11.33. Okay, that's all it is to it. All right, so let's take my 97.632 times 100. Times 100 means move to the right two places. So imagine I move this decimal to the right two places. Okay, then my product, my answers become 9,763 and 2/10. Okay, that's all I have to do. You don't have to write out vertically and multiply. Just applying the power of 10, that will actually help you multiplying this a lot quicker. All right, let us go ahead and take a look at these two application problems as well. The sale price of a new refrigerator is $705, and the sales tax is figured at 0.1 times the price. What is the total amount paid? So I got to pay taxes, all right? And I got to pay for the fridge. So the total amount is going to be the refrigerator plus the sales tax, okay? So the first thing I got to do is take my 0.1 times the price of the fridge, so to figure out my tax. All right, so the tax 705 times 0.1. I'm going to show you this real quick, okay? I'm going to do this vertically and then we explain to you what's going on here. So 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 7 is 7. So I still end up with 705, but I got to count. The 0.1 has one decimal place. So I need to move my decimal backwards one place. So for the 705, the decimal was behind the 5. Move backwards one place. We need to put it behind, put it in between the 0 and the 5. So my tax is $70.50. So now take that, add back down to the refrigerator cost to figure out the total paid. All right, so let me write it right here. 705 add on to 70.5. Make sure we line up by the place value. So that's 5577. So my answer, the total price is $775.50. Okay, or 0.5 will be 5. All right, so when I multiply by that 0.1, okay, if you think back on the power of 10, power of 10 tell me to move to the right, but times by 0.1, I actually end up moving my decimal to the left compared to the 705 that I start out with. So basically what we are saying here is this. Times my 705 times by that 0.1 times by multiplication of a 10 means move to the right. But this multiplication of 0.1 turns out to be moving to the left. And here's the reason why. Times by 0.1 means times by 1/10. Okay, if I read my 0.1 properly, that this 1 is actually sitting on the 10th. Okay, so that will be times by 1/10. So in the previous video, I mentioned something about division of a fraction means times a reciprocal. So if I go backwards, times by the fraction means divided by the reciprocal. So if I will flip this one back, that will be dividing by 10. So 705 divided by 10, this is actually what I will introduce in a different video, is division of, the power of 10 when it comes to division, okay, is actually moving the decimal backwards. So dividing by 10 means I will move to the left. Oh, let me put it right here. Move to the left one place. Okay, so that means if I ever need to divide it by 100, that's moving left 2 places. Divided by 1,000 means I will need to move my decimal to the left 3 places, okay, for the decimals. All right. So I cannot quite remember whether I mentioned something like this within Module 1, but this coming handy. So that's the reason why a lot of time when students solve this problem, if you ever have to times by 0.1, it's basically just moving the decimal backwards 1 place to the, backwards means to the left 1 place. Because times by 0.1 is actually equivalent, all right? Times by 0.1 is actually equivalent as if you would say divided by 10. Okay, so times by 0.01 is the equivalent of divided by 100. Times by 0.001 is the equivalent of divided by 1,000. All right. Now let's take a look at this last question. To buy a truck, you can pay $13,000 cash. Okay, so that's one way to buy it, or put $4,250 down and make 24 months monthly payment of $682.31. So how much money would you be saving by paying cash? Okay, round to the nearest hundredth. So, all right. So apparently, what the problem is trying to say is paying cash you save money. So let us figure out this payment arrangement. All right, you put $4,250 down, and we're gonna make 24 monthly payment of $682. So we can take 682.31 cents times by 24 payments, because that answer will tell me the total amount of money I will pay from the payment itself. Then if I add the down payment, then that number will tell me the total amount of money I paid. Okay, using the payment arrangement. 4 times 1 is 4, that's 12. Carry 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 on the finger is 9. 4 times 8, 32. Carry 3. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 3 is 27. 2 times 1 is 2, 6, 4, 16. 12 plus 1 is 13. All right, let's add it up. That's 15, that's 7, 13, 6, 1. All right, 2 decimal places I got to count. So count backwards, 1, 2. So just the payment itself, I end up paying $16,000, right? But then I also put $4,250 down at the very beginning before I ever made the first payment. So let's add that back, so I know exactly the total amount of money I will end up paying. So let's line this up. 4,250. If I add it back, that's 5, 12, 6, 10, 2. I end up paying total of $20,625.44. So how much money would I save? Well, I should have saved, let's subtract, let's see what the difference is. So $20,625.44 minus $13,000 I'm gonna write 0.00 behind it so I can see. All right, so 4 subtract 0 both times is 44. 5 to 6. 0 cannot subtract, so that's borrow 10. That's 7. So I end up saving $7,625.44. All right. So in this video, we quickly talk about the application problems involving with decimals and take a look at the power of tens when it comes to multiplying decimal. All right, that will conclude this video. Thank you for watching.